Okay, greeting guys, welcome back to another episode on your Dr. DIY's channel. So today what we have here is a Mazda CX5 2.0 vehicle. So what we are going to demonstrate today is how are you going to effectively wash your engine bay. So as you can see the engine bay here, right? It is quite dirty, and the main reason why we are going to wash this engine bay is because oil leak has been detected. As you can see, I put my hand here. So oil leak has been detected and is suspected to be from the gasket cover. So now this gasket cover, there are a lot of size 10 screws holding the gasket cover or the valve cover to the engine block. So this is the cover, this is the block. You have a gasket at the middle here. So this gasket has been worn out. We are going to change it, and I will do another video on how to change that. But for temporary, before changing it, you got to clean the oil. Okay, so that after you change it, you can monitor, see whether is there any leak anymore. So in order for you to wash the engine bay, a few things need to be taken into account. So guys, stay tuned and enjoy the show. Okay, so we proceed. There are some few things. This car is 2013. Okay, so as far as the literature is concerned, I have read that cars less than 10 years, they are all waterproof. Okay, meaning which all the sockets, the electrical sockets are, they are all waterproof, and it is good to give the engine a good wash if you don't cover those electrical sockets. Okay, but these sockets, you can see, these sockets are all waterproof. You can see that. Okay, so but in this case, I would like to take necessary precautions. I would like to advise you to take necessary precautions because the parts for this car is not cheap. Okay, it's relatively expensive. So there are some few things which you will need to close it with plastic. First, of course, is the ECU, right? Then your air filter sensor. Okay, then you have another throttle body sensor here. You got another sensor at the manifold here, right? You got this, I think this is the oil pump sensor, or maybe oil pump sensor or the petrol sensor. You got to close that. Okay, of course you got to close your alternator, right? Recommended to close your alternator, your ABS module, okay, because there are wires going inside. And then your intake hole for the air filter. So when you go, the air goes in here to the air filter, to the engine block. So there is a hole here. You just tape it. Okay, make sure you secure all this properly. Okay, so we are going to use a crusher K4 to wash the engine compartment. So this is how the engine looks like, right? And before we wash the engine, most cars today, they come with a fully closed undercarriage. So we are going to have a look. You can see the undercarriage is fully closed. So we need to open up the front panel of the undercarriage. Why? Because when we wash the engine, all the dirt, the grime, the grease, all will drop down. Okay, so if you don't open up this, eventually it will get trapped inside. It will get trapped inside. So we don't want that to happen. So we are going to take that thing out. And once that thing is out, you can also wash the undercarriage. Okay, so the lower panel has been removed. You can see there is some sort of traces of some oil leak, right? So this is the challenge we face today, because most of the cars, the engine bay compartment is totally closed, so you will not be able to monitor all these leaks unless you open the cover and you can see all this, right? Most of the cars today, especially Proton X70, everything is closed. You only have a hole where you open up to put in your engine oil. And the rest is all closed. So that is the challenge you face, or we face these days, because we will not be able to monitor what is leaking, what is happening and all that, right? So now you can see we got total access. The water can totally go down. Okay, so all the dirt and all that will just drop freely down. So now let's make the engine wet and apply the degreaser. Okay, so now we have washed the engine. After washing the engine, immediately dry off the water. After that, take out all the plastic wrap, and this is the outcome. Undercarriage has been washed, the undercarriage panel. So we are going to fix back this undercarriage with these fittings and these the clips and also these screws. So to make things easy, we need to lift the car a bit using the jack. Okay, so we have fixed back the panels now. So this is how it looks after we have washed the engine. Okay, so stay tuned guys for the next tutorial. God willing, how are we going to change the engine top cover gasket, okay, the valve gasket. So stay tuned on that video. God willing, will be coming up soon. So hopefully you have got some tutorial on how you can clean the engine for your vehicle, Mazda CX5, right? So till we meet again guys, checking out from your Dr. DIY's channel. Cheers and stay safe.